All right, we got a bunch of stuff going on. Time-lapse videos. I got to paint this barber pole tonight from the 1700s from this old house in Sayville. We're gonna put the pole in here. I zip some screws into this bucket, and we're gonna fill it with like rocks, hold it straight up so I can paint it all the way around. Frankie's working on the ladder. One of the wheels is messed up. We got a good deal on it, so he'll get this thing rolling. Him and Maddie tonight are gonna be working on the barber shop and the secret lair. Lex is coming. She's gonna help us do some painting. We can't do the bathroom floor yet because it's too cold. We're pouring a resin floor with rocks in it or something. So grab these rocks, and we'll use them to like weigh down the thing. Little wash.
See you later, bro.
Whatever. I don't want to hold it.
Oh, that's gross. To work them down. What's this technique we're doing here?
Zen guarding hammer tamping.
Steph, what's the process of this thing?
First, I'm going to put this stuff on it that makes paint crackle when you paint it on.
Alright, so I'm in the secret layer right now. I'm setting up some fairing strips on the wall, putting them into mollies into the block wall, and I'm gonna put up a pegboard so we could hang up tripod, lights, and old camera equipment, pain in the nuts to hang stuff to block walls. So if we set up a pegboard, versatile. So the secret layer is gonna be an extra office. It's most likely gonna be Box Visual's office, at least for the time being. And we're also gonna use it kind of like a fallout shelter. We'll have some food prep in here, some water, and all that type of stuff. And then also use it for all of our camera gear and camera equipment. It's a mixture of storage, because we're gonna put racks on the wall. I don't know if you've seen them yet, but we made ammo containers and we labeled them for batteries and chargers and extensions and all sorts of different things. Actually got the idea from Casey Neistat. He has a sick wall. He labels all of his stuff, the things that he uses the least, puts at the top, and the things he uses the most at the bottom. That method was pretty cool. So we're trying to do something along those lines, trying to condense space. We always wanted a secret room really when it comes down to it. So you feel like a little kid once you open up those doors. Still bolting everything out. We're putting electric in this room today. I got Frankie here. He's doing electric. What's going on? So yeah, we should have this room done by the end of this night shift, so you guys will get the full walkthrough when we're done. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Setting up this pegboard so I can hang some stuff up. I'm gonna paint everything black. Got this cool rubber matte floor. It smells like Pep Boy. It's got like that rubber smell. Can't really shut it right now. So this used to go back into a secondary bathroom. We framed out the wall. We put up some plywood, and then we took this metal shelving unit and we cut the back of it out, put it against the wall, zipped it all the way around. Tonight we'll have that wall painted so it all blends in. And then when you come up this metal cabinet, you're able to open it up. Have a cool little fallout shelter, office, media room. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's cool, isn't it?
This thing like sucked up all that crackle medium, but I'm just gonna put a base coat of white. I'm gonna try and put it on real light so a lot of the wood comes through. We'll see what it looks like. Then I'll see if the crackle work. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I think it's gonna work.
All right, you're gonna get out of my fucking way now.
What are you up to, Steph?
I'm just trying to get these stripes like straight as possible. Problem is, this thing's skinny up top, fat on the bottom, and it's just not coming together straight. I gotta figure out like a formula so that I can get it just right.
And worst comes to worst, you got a cool pole sticking out of a bucket.
Yeah, maybe we'll put a little fucking palm tree on top. Nice. Alright, so I laid out my stripes.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, I had to do trigonometry and whatnot, but I think we got it pretty straight. Now I put some more crackle medium over the white. We'll see if we can get some crackling in the over top paint. Honestly, I'm probably gonna try to use the chalk paint. If that doesn't work and get me the dark color that I want, I gotta use one shot.
So what's going on here?
So the trick is to put this stuff on thick. It'll give us better crackle and texture, I guess. But this stuff's very thick. I don't know if it's gonna crackle it.
I like it.
It's all whack right now. When we peel it off, it'll be nice and crispy. About to peel this tape back and see what we got. The crispness is very important.
Yeah.
But I still have a lot of work to do. This is gonna be the front, but we'll figure it out. All right, I gotta let this dry now before I start painting the rest of it.
So this might be hard for you guys to see. So we got this pegboard up. So now we're able to hang stuff on this wall, get some of our gear up there. That's all set up. Right now we're wiring up one of these guys. That'll be mounted up in here. There'll also be another one of these up in this corner. Put fairing strips on the wall, and then I took pieces of masonite and I cut it into squares and slapped them all on. And then what we're gonna do is, let me grab one more thing. Googly eyes. So what we do is I'll put all the seams here, and I'll take the googly eyes and I'll place them on here.
Gotcha.
So wherever there's a seam, come down,
Okay.
up and around,
Right.
and then we'll paint the entire thing black. And once it's painted black and the googly eyes painted black, it's gonna look like steel with like big fat rivets in it, you know what I mean? So we'll do it on the door too. So we'll put them across here, and maybe we'll do like an X, and it'll give it like a real industrial, like inside of a battleship. It's gonna look really cool. So we have some outlets going in, electrical going in, everything's tucked away behind these boards. Now it's just some like decorating and stuff I got. Let me show you a couple more things. So we got this grip tape that we'll put on the floor inside the cabinet, and I also got this tape that I'll put on the corners of everything. Wherever there's really a corner, I'll put it around the door and shit. I'm gonna put it everywhere. And that's pretty much it.
The next day, I'm finished with it. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. So originally, me and Maddie found this. They were ripping a house down in Sayville. It was built in like 1740 or something like that. Old house. There were two of them. I wish I would have grabbed the second one. We're going for like kind of a Coney Island barbershop theme. It's a little carnival look. It's got the barbershop angle. I went really heavy with the distressing on this just because this piece of wood is so old. I want this to look like it's real. So if you get in on some of the details, pretty much what we did was gave it a coat of white. We put our stripes on, put them on real heavy so I could really beat on them. I sanded it all down. I worked it with a wire brush, and then I broke off all the edges and everything like that. And then I covered it with like a brown sealing wax. So this is all sealed off. The only thing left to do is maybe put our logo on the front here like I did on the wheel, and then I'm pretty much done with it. Yeah, I'm excited how it came out. Other than that, like I think it looks legit. Like if I saw this in an antique shop, I would swear it was real. You know what they say? What? They say that the best forgeries are made on old canvases. So this is an actual old piece of wood. It was soft and easy to work. Yeah, that project's done, and then Maddie and them made a huge amount of progress on the fallout shelter / your new office.
All right, so last night, we didn't finalize it yet, but most of it's done. A couple fine details until it's completely finished, but we're really happy the way it's coming out. I'll show you guys our fallout shelter. TJ gave us this old cabinet. You got a really cool look when it's closed. So put this in, got this heavy duty grip tape, we got our pegboard up. I'm gonna load this up with our gear. Got all of our ammo cans filled up. Put this nice caution tape because you cannot see this edge and it looks really cool. Got the lights installed, painted everything black so it all looks like one unit now. It doesn't look like we built a lot of wood and stuff like that. And then if you come into this office right here, right now we have it set up as a temporary office. The desks are in, the walls are done, the lights are up. Really cool effect. The googly eyes, peel it back, stick them on, paint over the whole thing.
Plastic.
Actually googly eyes, like if you were a kid and you were making a little project, googly eyes that you put on, you peel the backs off, is exactly what they are. We bought a bag of 1,000 of them, and it's good. Even the little drips off the googly eyes look cool. It's supposed to look like big rivets, so you'd see on an old ship or anything made out of steel. They always do like 100 coats over it, and they just keep painting and painting, so you get the drips from the rivets and stuff. So what's fun about this is the fact that you could just do it. Doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be anything. It's just supposed to look like industrial. So the more seams and the more jagged it is, the more realistic it looks. So we pretty much did this entire room, the first part of the room, cabinet, the painting, the barber pole, and everything all last night. We had a really good night session last night. We had Tyler here helping us, we had Lexi here, we had Frankie, and we had Stefan and myself. So we're a real solid team. We worked probably till about 1 o'clock in the morning last night and back here by 7 o'clock in the morning today. It's crazy as we're working 18, 19-hour days and just to get this place done, but we're having so much fun that it doesn't really feel like work. It's just all of us here hanging out, ordering a bunch of pizzas, smoking a bunch of hand-rolled cigarettes, and you come up with this stuff. You know, you got to be a little creative. Every one of these rooms, it's weird because they're all establishing their own like aesthetic. Like we weren't going for industrial, the kitchen, we weren't going for 70s, the barbershop, we weren't going for like this woodsman lodge, but I guess it's the stuff that we're finding that's starting the whole aesthetic, and then we just go with it. None of this is planned. Every room as it comes, we're just kind of sitting around at the end of the day, coming up with different ideas, coming up with a way to do it, getting all the materials, and then just doing it. And each room is just getting better and better. When you come into the warehouse, it still looks like an empty warehouse with a bunch of shit all over the place. I could see the vision now. The office is done, the bathroom is almost done, the kitchen's almost done, the barbershop's almost done, the fallout shelter's almost done. So all these stations coming together and they're all starting to look really cool at the end tail of the whole project. So I could just imagine when this place is done, it's gonna be incredible. So it's hard for us because we don't have a huge budget to do this. We're kind of doing it one room at a time, and we're using all of our resources, all of our friends, and putting in a crazy amount of hours to get it done, but it's all coming together and I'm really excited about it. Is that going to conclude the vlog for today?
Yeah.